This is lesson 35, session 2. We will be developing our understanding of breaking shapes into equal parts. How can you break shapes into equal parts? Okay, so here they're showing you this is a whole. Like if you go to the grocery store and you buy a pizza from the freezer section, you go home with that whole pizza. Nothing is cut, nothing is cooked. It's the whole thing. Then you cook your pizza, and when you get it out of the oven, you cut it. And usually you cut it like this first. You put one line down the middle, and you have two parts. You have two equal parts. Half of the whole. This part that is shaded is half of the whole. Pretend that your brother likes pepperoni on their pizza. So you put half pepperoni here, and this half does not have pepperoni. That would be half of the whole pizza is pepperoni, and the other half of the whole pizza is just plain cheese. So that's what they mean when they say half of the whole or halves. Okay, here you can see that now the pizza is cut into fourths or quarters. When somebody says quarters, like cut that into quarters, they mean 4 equal parts. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 equal parts. When one part is shaded, that is fourth of the whole. That means one part out of the 4 is shaded. All right, let's look at the model it. It says draw some ways to fold the square into parts. Okay, now it doesn't tell us how many, but it wants it to look different. So here it says equal parts. Okay, so I'm going to take my square and I'm going to make equal parts. I'm just going to draw a line right down the middle. Now I have equal parts. Okay, I have a square here, and I'm going to cut that. And this time I'm going to take my square and I'm going to go corner to corner, and now I have equal parts. Now I have triangles that are equal parts. Now you'll see here it says unequal parts. That means they're not going to be the same size and shape. Unequal. We don't like when things are unequal, but they want us to show an example of what that means. So I'm just going to take it, I'm going to draw my line here. That would be unequal parts. Okay, going to the other side. So it says match the equal parts with the whole shape they would make. All right, so if you look at number 1, you can see that you have like half of a circle here and half of a circle here. If you took both of these and you put them on top of each other, would you get a square? Would you get a circle? Or would you get a rectangle? I hope you said circle. If you take both of those, you would have to turn this one a little bit and line up the flat part with the flat part. And if you put them on top of each other, you would get a circle. Okay, number 2, we have 4 rectangles. If you take those 4 rectangles and put them together, are you going to get a square or are you going to get a rectangle? Before you think of your answer, look at number 3. You have 2 triangles. If you put those 2 triangles together, what whole shape is that going to make? Is it going to make the square or the rectangle? If you can't figure it out, you're going to have to turn the triangle in your mind so that the flat part would go here and the pointy part would go out. I know it's hard to envision. The 2 triangles are going to make the square, and the 4 rectangles are going to make the rectangle. I'm just going to show you this right here. If you went like this and then down, you would have that triangle there, just to show you. All right, and now you have the green page that you're going to do on your own. Make sure you look at these examples here to help remind you of what half means, what whole means, fourths, quarters, equal parts, unequal parts, okay, to help you do this page here.